Hi guys, so we finally got the update where you can now put your Tetra Vortex at 0 instead of it being on 1. I've been waiting for this update for quite some time since the previous auto battle optimization update that they released a couple of months ago, because level 80 Nebula makes your Tetra Vortex not require the ops anymore, because it's just going to give you 5 flat uses of your enhanced skill. So it felt really awkward needing to cast either Crimson Rock or Arc Lightning before you can use Tetra. It felt very wasted, and it should increase our DPS by quite a bit in terms of auto. Unless you are manually pressing it, then you won't see that big of an increase in your DPS. But just to double confirm, I'll be testing out the settings today. My loadout, I'm just gonna go with my normal full damage loadout. Can pause the video if you want to see anything. Just Thanos, Master of Magic, Double Harmony. I won't go too much into detail for my stats. I'll save it for the update video later this month, maybe in the next week or so. But you can just pause the video if you want to take a look at anything. Okay, sigils. This will be the loadout. So for the first test, we'll be testing out Tetra Vortex on 0. Then I'll be testing 1 and then 4. I see no point in testing number 2 because it feels a little bit awkward. Also, I'm only testing the Crimson Rock Comet and Reading Spellbook combo because this is the highest damage that Warlocks can get in PvE. This is the highest DPS auto settings. So already for the first test, I can kind of see that even though it's on 0, not always will you have 0 on your charges before it casts, because of the way the cooldowns are and with cast time and everything. So for the most part, you will be getting, from what I feel, you should be experiencing a slight damage increase. It won't be that much compared to last time. It won't be like you jumping maybe 50 million, but I would say it's more of a quality of life change from just the first test point of view, where if you have it on auto at 0, and let's say you're in a dungeon or something, or in PvP, and you're just running around and you realize it's off cooldown, you can just stand still and it will just cast. So actually, if you really wanted to, you can kind of take it off your quick slot bar, because you don't really need to see it anymore, because whenever it's up, your character is just going to cast it regardless. So I guess that's one good thing. Does it cast if you're... Yeah, and the AI is slightly smarter now, so if you have the passive stacks for the Tetra Vortex, so if you still have remaining cast of Tetra Vortex, it seems like it doesn't override and it doesn't just keep casting no matter what. So that's one thing Gravity did good this time, I guess. But yeah, now I'll be doing the test for Tetra on 1, which was the settings that I was using prior to this update. Yeah, earlier I said 2 and 3 didn't make sense, but now that I'm thinking about it, 1 and 4 and 2 and 3 are the exact same thing, because your ops come in pairs. So I don't know why they even included the option for 2 and 3 when there's 1 and 4. But yeah, I don't know. They could have just included 0, 2 and 4 from the start, but you know, sometimes Gravity does Gravity stuff. Okay, so now be testing the final, which is Tetra 4. So I've put together all the tests and I got the averages. For the most part, all the tests were slightly, they were all very close, with the average being about 655 to 57 million. They're all just a few million apart from each other. Overall, all I can say is I think Tetra 1 is the most consistent out of all three. It had the most consistent damage as compared to the other two settings. One thing to note is that the other two settings can also be affected by lag, because actually all the settings can be affected by lag, but I guess you will feel more of an impact on with the setting being higher, because sometimes when the server is lagging or your connection is bad, your cooldowns will actually take slightly longer to come out, or your skills will take slightly longer to come out, and your whole rotation will just be delayed. But with Tetra being on 0, you won't face that issue where your character wants to cast Crimson Rock before casting Tetra Vortex. So I guess there's a plus side for it. And another thing is, it's also, just as I mentioned earlier, it's a very big quality of life where you can just walk around and you don't have to worry about pressing the button, and you don't have to worry about the game overriding your current Tetra Vortex stacks when it comes off cooldown. So I guess for me it's a win for Warlocks for this patch, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys have tested, if you guys did any tests, and what works for you. Maybe I can change something up. But yeah, that's about it for the damage test. Okay, so before I end the video, I just want to say my favorite event, Ronopoly, is back. And why this is my favorite event is because this is the event where I get the most of my feathers from, specifically light and dark feathers, because for some reason they're really cheap here compared to other events. So I think most mid or low spenders even can afford this method, unless you are going for the costumes, then I can't help you. But just by buying 240 a day and going in, you just roll, you just go quick mode and just roll your 20 dice, and then you can just come here, sell your Monopoly outfit coins, and then you just exchange everything for light dark feathers. But I'm gonna be exchanging at the end of the event to just see how much I can get from one Ronopoly itself. Then I'll share how much I can actually get. Other than that, everything else seems pretty pricey to exchange. I was thinking about the pet selector box, but 7.5k can buy 234 feathers. I don't think one pet is worth 234 feathers. So yeah, Sigil is just as bad. I think in this entire shop, the best value you're gonna get for your Monopoly coins is light and dark. Personally, these fashion coins, if you like the costumes, you can go for it. It's not my style, but yeah, I won't be aiming to get the costumes. But if you want to get the costumes, I wouldn't recommend you rolling it yourself, because the boxes can be gifted to people, and you can just find someone to gift you the box. Maybe you buy them some nyans or something. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be much cheaper depending on your server, how many people are rolling or how many people don't actually want the boxes. The prices may fluctuate. I'm just saying it is cheaper to trade with in-game resources, you know, and then you can convert the rest of your fashion coins into this snowflake to exchange for white feathers. I think the previous Ronopoly, I did spend quite a bit of nyan and buy some pop-ups. This one I won't be, but I managed to clear out more than half of the light and dark in the previous Ronopoly. So yeah, that's just my tip for low spenders and mid spenders for Ronopoly. I think this is a very, very nice event, especially because it gives you cashback also if you're looking for gold pouring, which I think most people will be doing if they have the toys for lah. If you don't have the toys, then I think it's fine. You can just skip the gold pouring unless you get Treasure Island, then God bless you. But yeah, that's about it for the video. Yeah, I'll see you guys maybe in 1 or 2 weeks for the May update video. Got a little bit to update, but yeah, bye bye, thanks for watching.